That day changed me. That day changed me for real. You know how it changed me? I don't give a fuck about carrying people anymore since that day. I remember that it was like, guys, play off top or some shit. Yeah, dude, I broke down. I was like, I am fucking done. I am done with this. You ever watch Build Play Riven? I've been seeing a little bit here and there. Whenever I feel like watching any gameplay. Hope you recover soon. Hey man. I don't want to go into the hyper carry mentality in a team game ever again. Nope. Not happening. It's the worst thing ever. Mentally.
A summoner has reconnected.
Yo, Comet Lucian? Let's go. I like that. She's been asked to tell him before, would you ever consider a pro career? Well, yeah, I had offers for academy teams and things like that. And I could have gone into the pro scene, but I ended up not doing it because I was like, I thought about it. I was like, I had a little bit of a taste of like what pro play would look like when I played against like LNQ and stuff with some teams back in like season 3, and I realized I just don't like team games in general for like professional play. I'm more of a 1v1 game type of dude, you know. That's why I've been getting into fighting games like at the high level, like professional level lately, like over the past like 2 years. I don't really fuck with team games at high level anymore, unless maybe if the team game is like 3 people, maybe because there's like less variance. But even then, I don't fuck with that. Yo, Big will do it 4 months. Rematch soon? Yes, sir. I want to see you go number 1 on Evo, brother. That's gonna be really hard. The thing, I also realized this about fighting games, okay? I can be like, I have it, all my patterns and everything recognized.
Order and virtue.
Yo, Ignite fucking sucks, man. What? Wow, Ignite really just fucking heals level 1. That's crazy. Anyway, I realized that fighting games at high level in a tournament like that, when everyone, when like top pro players from every region are playing, and we're talking about those patterns, like in the 1v1, you can actually, it's actually really hard when the game is hyper competitive. If you don't get like a good seed or like a good routing through like in the tournament, right? I suppose like it's like a little hard to describe. Anyway, the you can lose games easily. Hell, you can even lose games to people that don't know what they're doing. In like if the game is like explosive enough and short enough. That's what I realized. So like I'm really confident I can get like top 8s and shit, and potentially win the tournaments too. I'm dead as fuck every time. Junglers just fucking kill me every time I get to the spot. Yeah, so I can get to the top level in any of those, right? I get to like the, what's it called, to the top spots of the tournament, but consistently winning first place every single time is legitimately one of the hardest things ever, because if you're wrong on a couple of reads, like 3-4 reads or something like that, throughout like a set and you lose, that's it. And it could come actually down to like some lucky interactions. But overall, if you keep playing tournaments for a long time, like 100 tournaments, you'll start winning them all, or at least like pretty consistently. You only get like top 8s as like the worst thing.
They will all know the light.
Yo, Green, thanks for the gifted sub. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, so it's like I'm hoping to do really well. Since I already got top 8 at like at Dragon Ball, right? The last major I played in. Well, I got 5th place. I'm cool with it. I just want to be able. That's all I really want. I want to get top 8 in every game that I play in. I don't really care too much about winning the tournaments themselves. Because the thing is, like, if you start caring about winning, you play worse. That's what I realized. You legitimately play worse if you care about winning. That applies to League too.
Cast aside your shadow.
An enemy has been slain.
I will find them all.
You're gonna have it, bro.
This world
2 kills for
balances on the edge
Graves.
of my blade.
Because look at it this way: if you think about winning, even in the middle of a match, it'll distract you like crazy. And then like if you start getting nervous too, which honestly this happens to a lot of people, and it's hard to like get rid of it. Because okay, so listen, I'm gonna give you this a story. When I was playing in that tournament, that major for Dragon Ball, and the one that I got 5th place in, I knew people and I played against people before I had to face like the top 8 that I think were literally top 8 material, or people that are just insanely good that I would like match and they wouldn't they would just do way better without any stakes. But then the moment that they played and I saw the way they were playing, they played like they were nervous they had nervous breakdowns in the middle of the match. So what happened? They ended up losing super hard, even though they played like a complete noob. Complete noob, right? When in reality, that the person is really good, and it's just because of that. They get so nervous and they think about winning and they think about like all this other shit. Wow, still got the throw. I guess I mistimed it. Yeah, so they were thinking about that stuff, right? And they played horrible. They could have played way better. But again, it's like it's really hard to get out of that mentality of oh, I really want to win, right? Like I really want to win. I really want to win. You get nervous. Your heart's pounding, and you hear the people, like the crowd in the back, like hyping up a play or whatever, and it's like you're like, oh shit, right? It's hard to get out of that like mentality. It's a good thing. I think from playing League or even just like experiencing some type of competitive play before, I already kind of experienced that, so I didn't really have that nervousness when I was playing. I think the way that you don't get nervous anymore, you put yourself in those situations repeatedly. If you put yourself in those situations repeatedly, eventually you won't be nervous anymore, right? But I legit think like me streaming and just playing like League of Legends also worked out super well in my favor, because you know how it is when you played your very first ever like ranked game in League, and you're just like, oh shit, this is like a real match or whatever, and then you're like a little nervous and you're like, oh shit, I really want to win, right? I got rid of that like mentality a long time ago. But like I said, it's like it's really hard to get away from that mentality. Okay, come on, Ornn, you're getting a little chunked out right now, bud.
There is doubt within you.
I can kill him when my ult comes up here. Worked out. That was actually really sloppy. I'm gonna reset.
An enemy has been slain.
On the other side, people who don't care on the autopilot or yeah, well, I mean, but at that point, if you don't care and you just like you're just making wrong decisions repeatedly, that just means you don't give a fuck. Like, so then you're not gonna win, right? Like, I mean, meaning like not giving a fuck has to be like you have to still be making the optimized plays in your mind, right? Like about what you should be doing. You can't just be like, oh, I don't care, and then you just don't do things properly. You can not care, but then you know, that's only part of it.
We fight as one.
Yo, Incognito, that's my gifted sub. Appreciate it, bud. Like this whole match, right? I've been autopiloting completely. I haven't thought about a single thing I've done. I don't even know how I've gotten to this point into the in the match here, right? Most people will be like at least like if I put you guys in a random master GM game here, right? You're probably like, oh shit, like this is happening, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and you're like hyper thinking every, you know, you're thinking about every single little thing. And you might honestly just play worse if you don't know what the proper plays are without thinking about it beforehand, right? Like if you're thinking about it all in the middle of the game. Because you can train your autopilot to be really, really good. Hell, you can train your autopilot to be lower level players really easily. Now the thing is, if you want, the hardest part is getting your autopilot trained to be professional players. That is borderline impossible, I feel like. You have to be actively engaged when you're playing at the pro level, because you're thinking about things constantly, like, are happening fast paced. But again, you cannot care about the end result of the win. You just play with like percentages based on like what's happening in the game. It's like, oh, I have this, right? Like, oh, I'm playing against Ornn here. I have my abilities here, right? It's like, oh, I could go for a trade, but then where's the enemy jungler? He's dead. Okay, so I can go for it, right? You're like measuring risk reward of every single little thing you do actively. I'm not doing any of that shit right now, right? But this is something that you gotta actively do when you're playing at the pro level and anything. Risk reward is like very key.
Chaos will consume you. I am the breath.
I'd say League is a game that teaches you to have a better mentality. It actually doesn't teach you much gameplay wise. I'd say one of the two things I got from League of Legends were being able to track multiple things at the same time. So being able to look at the minimap, look at the mid wave, look at bot wave, what's happening. So it gave me the ability to multitask better in a game like this, right? It taught me that I have to be aware of everything that's happening around me if you wanna be like consistently good no matter what. But micro-wise, like mechanics, it didn't really teach me anything. And then like spatial, like it also taught me that there's a lot of characters that essentially like make it so. Like I talked about this the other day. Like they hide difficulties that you would have on other champions because it essentially eliminates like counterplay in a specific part of their kit.
Order offers sanctuary.
Right. But I'd say like the biggest thing is the mentality for sure. Team games just teach you to be a fucking mental tank, essentially. And if you don't become a mental tank, you just go insane, and I don't even know what's gonna happen to those individuals in the future. If you cannot control your anger in a game like this, it's really bad.
Rampage.
Together, we will humble the universe.
Turret plating will fall soon. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Chaos.
Uh-oh. Not bad.
illuminate chaos, and nothing remains.
If you go and say what happens if you become a permabands collector, yeah. You know what I'd actually be interested? What I would be interested in? I would love to see players like. You know what? Actually, I still think Tarzan would do really well, but I would love to see. I would love to see players who are known for having a lot of rage in the game go try to be competitive at other games that, or like 1v1 games. I would love to see how they do, as opposed to just like in a team environment. You know what? Even Tyler, I would love to see Tyler just play like fighting games and shit, or even just like RTS. Anything that is just like 1v1 oriented. I would love to see. Nice job. Triple Black Cleaver next, huh?
Your turret has been destroyed.
They won't be as toxic 100%. No, I know they won't be as toxic, but I want to see like how, because I've met a couple people that are good in fighting games and they rage permanently, and it's hilarious. Like there's this one dude, there's this one kid, but I think it's more because this guy's a kid. Like he's like 17 years old, I think. Called Dekar on Dragon Ball, and this guy is like the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like it's just disrespectful as fuck, but it's funny because it's like, it's just dumb. I was watching this like tournament that happened recently. It was like Bum's birthday bash was like a tournament, right? And he was playing against someone called dududuelista, which is someone who does like a lot of randomized options a lot. Someone who just presses a lot. And when he lost to that guy, he walked up to him instead of shaking his hand, and he said, "You fucking suck," and then walked away. And I was just like, damn, yo. What the fuck? It's too funny.
Godlike.
It's hilarious. You see it too. It's like I actually like seeing people rage over like your opponent just beating you is hilarious.
Shut down.
The darkness has conquers.
What do you even say to that? If I was double L, I mean, you don't say anything really, because it's like it's so like out there. It's like the person is so filled with rage off of them being a worse player at that moment in time. It's funny. That's worth it. That's hella worth it. Kick his ass. Hey, wait, Grace does no fucking damage. What is this? You think Grace would do damage here? Ornn is broken or what? Well, let me ask, after this I'm gonna ask my Grace if he just wants to play Strive for a while. How you doing? Hey, well, I'm doing alright, bro. Thanks for asking. You know, climbing in League of Legends, easy as fuck. Every day you just get points. And you just keep climbing. You're ranked in League is actually a bait.
The blade does not
Yeah, they love to see the LP number go up. Straight up. I mean, I'm one of those people. I can't say shit. Comet Lucian is just too strong or what?
dawn is coming.
Is that the new meta, guys? Comet Lucian. I'm gonna put it in my YouTube video. I just got carried by Comet Lucian. Clickbait.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. An enemy has been slain.
Oh.
An ally has been slain.
Rejoice in the light.
Those aren't wrong runes for you. Nah, he fucked up. I think he said at the start of the game he fucked up.
The demon seeks to break you. Night conceals weakness.
Yeah, no, Hydra's not a very good item. I wish I could build it, but it's just not good.
He is his own master, but also his slave. Strength arises from conviction.
Killing spree.
Cool.
Enemy has been slain.
Order and virtue.
We need to know my legendary skin. Honestly, man, I just want her base model updated. I don't like the base model the way it is now. I want the Wild Rift model.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Soraka silence! Why? Why must you do that to me? Bastard. Okay, I'm gonna get stopwatch. It is the most fun thing, the most fun item to get when you're ahead. I don't know, it used to be. But I treat Gourd Drinker as my Hydra now.
An ally has been slain.
Because the only reason we used to go Hydra in the past was because you would get the Hydra active, which was like Gourd Drinker, right? And then you would go Last Whisper or Lethality. Well, I mean, the OG build was Hydra, Brutalizer, Last Whisper. That's the OG. With 4 pot. That's the first item.
Been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Follow and win.
Hello, sir.
Enemy's inhibitor has respawned.
I hate it here. Please. Please! You've got to be kidding me. Come here. I got that creep block. Broken champion or what? Wait. Winnable? Ult out! Ah, I should have tried to kill it. Why not? This is a pretty fun game. It feels like I'm playing fucking Fortnite. But with League of Legends champions. Let's go. One kill. Oh.
Fire does not consume, will consume the fire. Chaos offers false freedom.
Tank's gonna do damage back then like today. Yay, I don't know what meta it was, but the Gauntlet Sunfire meta was fucked up. Tanks did a ton of damage. You remember it?
An enemy has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Darkness fades away.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
God damn, I am with good players.
Victory.
Another breakdown coming in from our boy Yasuo. Let's see. How much LP is that? $21 LP. Dude, my MMR is just too fucking goated or what? It is, actually. I did the most damage, I didn't do shit this game. Okay. I'll queue up, but at the same time I'm queuing, let me ask my boy if he wants to play.